Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Re-elect Helena Hayes, Iowa House Representative. Helena Hayes serves Mahaska, Keokuk, and Jefferson County. Helena is protecting children, families, life, and religious freedom, and demands transparent government. Helena is defending your God-given constitutional and parental rights. For more information on Iowa House Representative Helena Hayes, go to helenaforhouse.com. Paid for by Helena for House.
Mayhem Haunted House at 13011 120th Avenue, Ottumwa invite you to come find out why Mayhem Haunted House has been voted the best haunted house in Iowa multiple times. Open for the Halloween season, Friday and Saturday through November 2nd. Cost is $15. Get ready to scream at Mayhem Haunted House in Ottumwa.
The City of Sigourney will be accepting bids for the removal of snow. All sealed bids must be received by 4 p.m. on Monday, November 4th at the City Clerk's office at 100 North Main in Sigourney. Interested parties will be responsible for snow and ice removal from the sidewalks listed on the screen, as well as all the steps into the Memorial Hall. The snow and ice must be removed in a timely manner and according to the City Code of Ordinances. The successful bidder will be responsible to purchase ice melt and provide any equipment used. You may review a copy of the contract by contacting the City Clerk at City Hall. Adam Clark for Sheriff. Veteran, integrity, leadership. Adam Clark, candidate for Keokuk County Sheriff, is a native of Keokuk County. He's devoted his adult life to service at both the national and community levels. In addition to his service as a law enforcement professional, Adam works extensively with local youth programs and is actively involved in the community. Some of Adam Clark's initiatives are to strengthen the Keokuk County Sheriff's Department. He wants to collaborate with communities countywide and work to establish a school resource officer. Vote Adam Clark for Sheriff at the general election November 5th. Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com. Delta Fire and Rescue presents the Delta Haunted House at 109 North Center Street in Delta. Admission is just $10 per person. The Delta Haunted House is open each Friday and Saturday throughout October and on Halloween night from 8 to 10 p.m. Food and drinks will be available for purchase, and now accepting cash and most major credit cards. It's the Delta Fire and Rescue Delta Haunted House, Fridays and Saturdays in October and on Halloween night.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, good morning to you. It's time for the morning wake up. We got Poopy, my cat. Poopy hanging out in front of the camera to start things off this morning. Good morning to you. Hope you're off to a good start on this, what is it, a Wednesday? Where's Neil? Neil's not here. Neil is saving himself for tomorrow, for Halloween. So Neil will be in tomorrow. If you're tuning in specifically for the humor of Neil Crott, he will be in tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So tune in then. We'll have a heartwarming edition of the Halloween special for the morning wake up. Hey, we do thank Stam Garden Center and Nursery for sponsoring our morning wake up. You can experience the color just outside of Oskaloosa on Highway 92 East. They've got, of course, Autumn Acres going on this fall, so stop in. Lots of stuff going on at Stam Garden Center and Nursery. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed on Sundays. Stop in there for, again, Stam Garden Center. Experience the color along with Autumn Acres. We thank Oski Dental for bringing us our studios. And you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster, 641-673-4845. Accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They are a Delta Dental provider, and they're located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Oski Dental Studios and the Stam Garden Center and Nursery Morning Wake Up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's get into our forecast, as it will be a changin'. Our weather sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. You know, they've been proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 27 years. So we'll stop in and see Cindy and the gang at the Garden Gate, and they will take care of your flower needs. Today, we'll have a 40% chance of some showers and storms later on after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Cloudy and breezy, definitely breezy. High and pretty much steady temps today, right where we're at in the low 70s. Tonight, showers and maybe a thunderstorm, possibly 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, and a low of 48. It'll still be breezy overnight tonight. Tomorrow, there's a slight chance of some showers to start off our Halloween before 7 a.m. After that, cloudy skies will gradually become mostly sunny and breezy tomorrow, but temps are going to be kind of cold compared to the last few days, as temps tomorrow will basically be tonight's low overnight is going to be tomorrow's high. So yeah, temps are not going to warm up tomorrow. Halloween is going to be a blustery and cooler day for sure, so might need to bundle up your trick-or-treaters tomorrow night. For tomorrow night, mostly clear, a low of 31. Thankfully, looks like winds are going to start to diminish a little bit tomorrow night. Hopefully it's not quite so windy for trick-or-treaters. Friday will be sunny and at 57. So if you're heading out to that Pekin game, maybe that Montezuma game on Friday night for playoff football action, you might want to bundle up. It's not all that warm on Friday with highs only in the 50s. Current conditions here in southeast Iowa. In Sigourney, Iowa, we have humidity at 59%. Winds are south at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.87. Dew point at 56. And according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios, we have 71 degrees. That's pretty much going to be as warm as it gets today. We'll hang out in the low 70s, breezy, and a chance of some rain later on. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Let's go to our This or That. It is brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty. This or that, it's the Halloween season. Are you going to pass out candy or are you going to go trick-or-treating? Which one are you doing? Do you have kids that are going to be active and trick-or-treating, or are you going to be the sweet lady that greets the trick-or-treaters at the door with the candy? Which one are you going to be? The Shetler household usually goes dark on Halloween, and we hide and watch TV in the dark with our pets. Get off my lawn! This or that. Are you going to hand out candy or are you going to go trick-or-treating? It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty. Question of the day goes up at noon on Facebook. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main in Sigourney. How much do you spend on a gift for someone you've only been dating for a couple of months? We got Christmas coming up here. We're less than 2 months away now from Christmas. How much do you spend on someone for someone you've only been dating for a couple of months? I mean, do you go all in? Do you spend a big amount of money? or are you cautious? And here's a $5 whatever. Yeah, what do you think? We'll get your comments on that coming up starting at noon when that question of the day goes up on Facebook. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Coming up this week, last night we did our grand finale of the year for Tuesday Night Tune-Up for our local racers. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that show this year. Had a cough sneak up on me there. We had a Tuesday Night Tune-Up. We did that racing show all year long from April through last night. So we're going to put that to bed for a few months. We'll be back in the spring with TNT. Bridget's Public House, our host for the last month, so we thank them for being a great venue for TNT. Coming up on Friday, we'll be going to Barnwired in Sigourney. This fella will be there. We're going to get some music. Now, the music act, they are called McKenna Elise and the Great Galvanic Divide. So, his name's Patrick. So, Patrick with the spin wheel hat and the sunglasses will be hanging out. He'll be giving us some tunes. We'll get to know him a little bit better coming up on Friday, 11:30 to noon at Barnwired. Half-hour interview with 3 original songs mixed in. Tune in or be there live and in person for the Iowa Music Showcase. Friday, we have Pekin football. Yeah, they are still alive in the playoffs. That long trip to Madrid. It's about a 2-hour trip from Sigourney. Josh, Zach, and I will be traveling to Madrid for Pekin playoff action. We'll see if the Panthers can get her done coming up on Friday night. If you don't want to make that long trip, if you have family or friends that don't live in the area and want to see the game, make sure you let them know. You can watch it live here on Steve Shetler Media, as we have all season long. We're actually getting ready. I'm kind of putting together a schedule for some basketball and maybe a little bit of high school wrestling this winter here on Steve Shetler Media. So stay tuned. We'll get you the latest info when I can on that. Coming up on Saturday morning, after the long drive home from Madrid, we'll get up early on Saturday morning for the sports section, live from Brothers Market. And we'll be talking to Coach Weber, win or lose. We will have Coach Weber on Saturday morning. And yes, still in the process of solidifying the rest of the guest list for Saturday morning. So tune in, Brothers Market, the sports section here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's go to our community calendar, which is brought to us by Enchanted Events. Of course, they are located just south of Sigourney on Highway 149. On our community calendar, just a reminder once again, you're going to be seeing we've got the luncheon coming up, and that's for veterans and a guest. You can join the VA for a luncheon on November 11th from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney, sponsored by the Veterans Affairs. Put that on your calendar. Something else you can put on your calendar is the Energy Saver Kits, which are available for free. Pick up at the Environmental Learning Center in Oskaloosa. And you can see the pickup hours on your screen there. Monday through Wednesday, 12:30 to 4:30. Thursday through Friday, 12:30 to 7. Saturdays, 10 to 2. Closed on Sundays, so take advantage of that. And then we've got at the Watch Your Opera House here in a few weeks on Saturday, November 16th, the Old Man Band. I need to join this band. I'm the old man now. Old Man Band, Watch Your Opera House, Saturday, November 16th. Put that on your calendars. All right, let's go ahead and jump in to our birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Birthdays sponsored by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your realtor. Get more info at hometown-re.com. Hometown side of things, we've got Mike Sitzma at Bates Funeral Chapel in Oskaloosa. Mike with a birthday today. Got Alan Gronendijk with a birthday today. happy birthday to you, Alan. I met Alan a long time ago at a professional wrestling event, and he and I have kind of remained friends through social media for the last several years. So happy birthday to Alan. And then my old classmate, Amy Fry, Amy Johnson, has a birthday today. So happy birthday to you folks on our hometown side. Celebrity side of things, we've got Grace Slick from, Grace from Jefferson, whatever you want to call him, Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane. Grace Slick, 85 years old now. Wow. Hey, we got Fonzie with a birthday today. Henry Winkler, turning 79 years old. Fonzie. Journalist Andrea Mitchell is 78. We've got from the rock group The Eagles, Timothy B. Schmidt, turning 77. Actor Harry Hamlin is 73. Gavin Rossdale from the rock band Bush is 59 years old. Rap Informer, Informer, Snow. Remember that song from like 30 years ago? Informer. Snow. He's a white rapper, 55. Adam Copeland, also known in his WWE days as Edge. He's 51 years old, pro wrestler. And then model, businesswoman, Donald's daughter, Ivanka Trump, is 43. So happy birthday to all those celebrities and hometowns' birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers. We thank her. We thank all of our sponsors for making things possible here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. And yeah, we are doing the Stam Garden Center morning wake up from the Oski Dental Studios on this date. It is, boy, I tell you what, we are almost at the end of October here. Wednesday. Yeah, I'm getting confused. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've been messed up on my calendar all week long. It's Wednesday, October 30th. On this date in history, 1938, Orson Welles created a nationwide panic when he put out on the radio War of the Worlds. Have you ever listened to that? Of course, they made the Tom Cruise movie here several years ago. Have you ever listened to War of the Worlds? It is on, I think it's on YouTube, if you want to listen to it. Classic radio theater. People tuned in, and they didn't catch it at the beginning that it was like a radio theatrical production, and they thought it was real. They thought aliens had invaded Earth, and people were freaking out. So some classic radio stuff there. I always like that. War of the Worlds, 1938. It was 1945, the U.S. government ended national shoe rationing. They were rationing their shoes back in 1945. And on this date in 1974, Muhammad Ali knocked out George Foreman in the 8th round in Africa to regain his world title. So a classic boxing moment back in 1974. Today on the National Day calendar, it's National Wicked Day. I'm assuming that means the Broadway musical Wicked. I don't know that for sure. Of course, that's coming out as a movie here in about 3 weeks. So National Wicked Day. We've got World Audio Drama Day. That has to be referring to the Orson Welles War of the Worlds. World Audio Drama Day. It's National Publicist Day. It's Speak Up for Service Day, and it's National Candy Corn Day. My mom's got a dish of some candy corn out that I've been dipping into here the last few weeks, so National Candy Corn Day. All right, let's take a break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors, and then we'll be back with more right after this. Let's hear from our headliner, Stam Garden Center and Nursery.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
"2021 Iowa Harvest Red" is a dry red wine from Tassel Ridge Winery that has plum and black cherry aromas and notes on the palate with nice acid and a long, complex finish. It's made from Marquette and Foch grapes. The 2021 Iowa Harvest Red pairs with pizza, pasta dishes, and grilled steaks. The 2021 Iowa Harvest Red is available at the winery and in a few of our nearly 400 retail outlets in Iowa. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lyton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Bridget's Public House is an Irish pub located at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Bridget's Public House hopes you find it a warm, welcoming space that also serves delicious, unique Irish-based options created in their kitchen. And don't forget a cold beverage of choice. Located just off the square next to True Value. Come in and check out the unique decor at Bridget's Public House while enjoying a beverage or food. Follow Bridget's Public House on Facebook and stop in person at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. That's Bridget's Public House. Locally owned and operated.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Attention all veterans and guests. The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office invites you to join them for a luncheon on Monday, November 11th from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. The Veterans Affairs Office provides assistance to veterans in need. If you have any questions, contact Michelle Herman, the Veterans Affairs Administrator in Keokuk County, at the courthouse in Sigourney, 641-622-2761. Alrighty, yeah, we are back here on the Morning Wake Up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery from the Oski Dental Studios. Thanks to all of our sponsors for jumping on board here on the Morning Wake Up and on Steve Shetler Media. Let's go do some things you need to know. Whoa, let me adjust my camera just a hair. In our things you need to know, sad news, Terry Garr, the actress from such movies as Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Tootsie, Mr. Mom, Young Frankenstein, passing away yesterday at the age of 79 from MS, multiple sclerosis. So Terry Garr, 79 years old, R.I.P. We mentioned this previously. Zachary Ty Bryan, the actor from Tim Allen's Home Improvement, got arrested again, 8 months following his arrest for driving under the influence. Arrested again on a similar charge, this time apparently without a valid driver's license. Apparently, Zachary Ty Bryan, the actor. Jon Stewart, going to be hanging out in the host chair for The Daily Show, as he is signed on evidently through December of 2025. So he must be having some fun doing that job again. In some old rocker news, Alice Cooper announcing more concert dates for his retirement tour called Too Close for Comfort Tour. So Alice Cooper. And then ZZ Top. They're staying busy, especially Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. He's actually going to be starting off next year with a new group called the BFGs. And then going to be hitting the road with ZZ Top, Frank Beard, and Elwood Francis for more shows in 2025. So Billy Gibbons, ZZ Top, staying busy. Let's go to fast food. Arby's getting in the burger business. Arby's making that a permanent part of their menu. They'll have the deluxe burger, the big cheesy bacon burger, and the new barbecue bacon burger. So Arby's with some hamburgers. Let's go down to this story. Jerry Hicks felt lucky the other day when he found a $20 bill just lying on the ground in North Carolina. He thought he would tempt fate and spend that money at a nearby convenience store on some lottery tickets. He ended up winning $1 million. So spent the $20 that he found laying on the ground and won $1 million. And he actually, the nice little topping on this story is he won the prize a year after beating cancer. So congratulations to that guy. Finally, and some things you need to know today, Target is the latest to step up and try to help out with the expense of Thanksgiving, as they say that you're going to be able to feed 4 people for $20 with food from Target. So, which is a little bit cheaper than last year, actually. So, if you want to save some money, $20 can feed a family of 4 at Target. Let's go ahead and do some impossible questions. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. This unfortunate situation will happen to you. Yes, you. 5 times in your life. What are we talking about? Again, this unfortunate situation will happen to you 5 times in your life. Think about that. By the way, if you're just tuning in and it's a Wednesday, you're expecting Neil to be by my side, he'll be in tomorrow. He wanted to wait till Halloween to come in, so we're going to do a Halloween edition with Neil tomorrow. Let's go to the comments. Good morning to you, Bubby, Dan, Patrick, Nancy, Sandy, Sherry, Jackie, Sherry, Dixie. Sherry Westendorf is saying, I'm thinking she's talking about Halloween for trick-or-treating. Candy and cupcakes? You give cupcakes out? I'm coming to your house tomorrow night, Sherry. Anthony, my #1 fan forever. Well, like 13 weeks in a row now. Eloise, good morning. And Jan, tuning in from Omaha. So, hey, good morning to all of you. Thanks for tuning in on this Thursday morning. Again, today's impossible question. This unfortunate situation, this unfortunate situation will happen to you 5 times in your life. What are we talking about? It is, good morning to you, Tamra. It is getting locked out of your car. That'll happen to you 5 times in your life. I don't know. They're making it harder to lock yourself out of your car. With modern cars, if you leave your keys in it with the key fob, at least my car will honk at me. If I leave my keys in the car and I try to lock my car and shut it, it'll honk at me and say, hey, your keys are in here, and it doesn't lock. So that's a good thing. Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In some weird today. This is interesting. Out of northern Tennessee, where they are dealing with some cleanup from Hurricane Helene. Let's see here. Folks in the remote part of northern Tennessee took matters into their own hands, built a temporary bridge out of semi-trailers after floods following the hurricane last month destroyed one of their local bridges. So instead of waiting around for the government to help and rebuild, they have basically made a bridge of semis, filling the gap so that people can cross where the bridge would be. So it's a bridge made of semi-trailers. So very, very unique, very ingenuitive of them in northern Tennessee. Let's go to people using their brains to a car that doesn't use its brains. Tesla has a full self-driving vehicle that evidently does not slow down for deer in the road, as a guy on Twitter shows the before and after of a Tesla self-driving car hitting a deer at full speed. Didn't even slow down. The guy had, let's see here, cracked bumper, a hood that is both dented and shifted. The poster says who pays for the subscription to Tesla, Elon Musk, claiming that the software worked great and that a deer in the road is an edge case or an edge cause. So evidently, I don't know. At least with this particular car, there was a deer in the road. The car driving itself, self-driving, hit the car hit the deer full on. So I would never trust a self-driving car. You're bound. You're doomed. It's doom and gloom, I tell you. Let's go to Argentina. A 10-story hotel in the Argentine city of Villa Gazelle, something like that, collapsed Tuesday morning. CNN reports that it left one man dead and up to 9 people trapped inside. So a hotel in Argentina collapsing. From there, we go to Mexico. A presumed capital city of the Mayans has been discovered, and they say it's hidden in plain sight under vegetation in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The hidden complex, showing evidence of pyramids, amphitheaters, sports fields, and causeways connecting districts, is made up of 3 sites in the southeastern state of Campeche. That is according to the BBC. So kind of a whole, it sounds like an entertainment complex almost, but like a whole city that was hidden under thick, dense vegetation has been discovered. So that's kind of interesting. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. Let's go to Florida. A Florida woman calling 911 to, quote unquote, order a pizza as a diversion to get help. The county sheriff's office in Florida, the 911 center, received the emergency call around 4 a.m. recently, and the dispatcher quickly learned that the woman calling in to order a pizza was actually calling for help in an emergency. Audio recording of the call, which distorts the victim's voice for privacy reasons, and body cam footage of the woman's rescue were shared to the county sheriff's office social media accounts. The communications center and patrol deputies were able to use the woman's phone to track her location. They found that the suspect was on top of the woman while she was screaming for help. So evidently, I don't know how she convinced the guy that was attacking her that she was going to call for pizza, but she wasn't ordering pizza. She was calling 911. That was your files of law and disorder. Let's do something a little bit lighter, something that'll make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile is brought to us by our friends at Lifetime Dental Solutions. They got you covered for all things dental. They've got, as you can see right there, cleanings, pediatrics, extractions, dentures, all sorts of stuff. Lifetime Dental Solutions, they are located on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Make sure you stop in and see Dr. Stacy Freeze. And a toddler has gone viral after grabbing his dad's phone during a wedding and filming himself having an epic dance-off. His name is 2-year-old McLean Pittman, attending his uncle's wedding reception with his parents, and the family was having some fun together on the dance floor. The little boy ran up to his dad, snatched his cell phone, and if you look this up, the clip that was shared by his aunt on TikTok, he's dressed in his fancy little clothes for the 2-year-old and was just having a great time. So you might want to check that video out. We'll post this whole story in its entirety coming up at 7:45 this morning on Facebook. But a little kid, a little 2-year-old, going viral for the fun he had at his uncle's wedding. Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's wrap this up with some duh.
Duh. Duh.
In the duh, let's go to the Air Force. The government mishandling money, spending too much money. The Air Force, they say, needs to clean up their act after buying spare parts for its Workhorse C-17. This is according to the Pentagon Inspector General, blasting the service for spending 80 times, that's 80 times the commercial rate for soap dispensers. The bathroom boondoggle meant the Air Force overpaid nearly $150,000 for the plastic-bodied pump dispenser, according to the Inspector General, after he got the info from an anonymous tip. And all the Air Force, quote, did not consistently pay reasonable prices. So, yeah, way overspending in the Air Force for some stuff that they don't need to overspend on, like soap dispensers. They get the duh. A waste of funds in the government. I can't believe it. Let's take one last look at our forecast before we get out of here for today. That's not our forecast. Those are your birthdays. Let's take a look at our forecast, sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. They've got a 40% chance of some showers and storms later on today. Otherwise cloudy, breezy, steady temps where we're at right now in the low 70s. Good chance of some decent rain tonight, 1 to 2 inches of rain for tonight. And then cool tomorrow. Highs only in the upper 40s for your Halloween. Right now we have 71 degrees here in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Video-wise, let me look up at the schedule. Video-wise this morning, of course, In Remembrance Of at 8 a.m. That is every weekday. Possibly we'll get to some country music news today, so stay tuned for that. Successful Farming at 5:30. We've got the Sigourney, Iowa City Council meeting coming up at 6 o'clock this evening, so tune in then. All right, that will do it for today. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Get ready for Halloween, and Neil Crott will be coming in tomorrow to sit side by side with me on a special, oh so special Halloween edition of the Morning Wake Up. We thank Stam Garden Center and Nursery for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for bringing us our studios. I just lost half of my lights. I just lost my power. Interesting. All right, well, don't know what's going on here, but I better get out of here. We'll see you later.